teammate's going to be. And, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And it's a completely new group here for the home. Georgetown trails by 5.
Well, there have been a lot of great players out of Georgetown over the years. Most of them big men, but don't forget about Allen Iverson. He might just be the most popular former Hoya of all time.
Trice is out there with Warren, and it's Trice. Then there's Hudson, and it's Randolph in at the shooting guard position. The Wolverines leading by 5.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak. And he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
On the court for Michigan. Hope, he's in at point guard. Smith is out there with Ellis. Then it's Jones. And it's Knight in at the 2 spot.
Wow. What a first half it's been thus far here for Freak. This is why so many think he'll be a star at the next level.
And you can take all the measurements and do all the data analytics you want to, but all it takes is one half of watching Freak play when he's hot like this to know stardom is in his future.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
And here are the Hoyas now. The Wolverines making their last shot.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
The Wolverines leading by 7. And he gets it again. Shot good from Freak.
Let's go.
Freak's got 10 points in the game.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Here's the screen. Tries with it. Jones covering. The drive by Randolph. For 3, Price. And Jones pulls it down. Michigan with the ball. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Shoots from 8. And Ellis the bucket on the assist by Freak. Freak's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Now here's Price. Randolph up top and stolen by Freak. Here's Jones. Finished off the break.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Price's shot is good. 7 seconds left in the first half of the game. And it's Ellis penetrating and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. The Wolverines shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. That free throw good from Ellis. And he makes both free throws. Harkless. No good. That'll do it for the first half. Michigan leads by 12. And time now for the halftime break with the second half of basketball right around the corner. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
And while there is a little bit of distance between the two teams, one big run could close the gap in a hurry.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. In order to hold on to this lead, they'll need to keep going to Freak to get things working for them offensively. This play in the second half of this game, critical.
Hudson is out there with Warren. Then there's Price. Then it's Trice. And it's Randolph in at the 2 guard. 6 to shoot. Here's Hudson. And it's Michigan with the rebound.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in. And that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
And for the Wolverines, Hope in at shooting guard. Ellis is out there with Smith. Then it's Jones. Then it's Flash in at the point. The Hoyas shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
2 shots.
Well, for a long time, Michigan has been a big power in men's basketball. Really, in all sports, the school has a very strong program.
No doubt, the Wolverines love their sports. Easy to cheer for the basketball program with all the success they've had over the years.
Cunningham, he's checked in for Michigan.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too. And for the Wolverines, they have one official title in 1989. Have made it into the college championship game a lot of other times, finished 5 times as the runner-up.
And that fella can flat out fly, can he?
Reminds me of a young Greg Anthony out of UNLV, no doubt about that. Just look at the elevation he climbed to right there.
Kevin, you just made my knees hurt.
That's what sets him apart from so many other.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
Right side, Wilson. Pass to Harkless. Back to Wilson. Here's Warren. The Hoyas with another miss.
And there have been some highs and lows in the Michigan program. Overall, you have to give them credit for being a persistent presence in the tournament. A lot of iconic moments have involved the Maize and Blue.
Cannot hit. So Georgetown will take it the other way. Outside Wilson. And it's Joseph, top of the key. Passes it to Harkless. And stolen by Wright. And now here comes Wright, leading the break. And a wide open look for Freak. Bangs home the trifecta. Freak's got 17 now.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
A baseline J, and he gets it to go. Freak's got 19 points.
Boy, that mid-range jumper is a beautiful thing to have in your bag, and they've had it going today.
And some say it's a lost art, but they're getting excellent results with it tonight.
They've got Price, also Warren out there, and it's Joseph in at the center. Now here's Wilson. On, here we go. Crawford all alone. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Wolverines.
Defensively, they've played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Here's Harkless. The Wolverines making their last shot, and the foul called on Freak. So Michigan going with almost an entire new group here. 11 seconds left in the second half of basketball. Here's Harkless. And so it's Michigan winning this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team...
DJ Khaled, Convict Music, we the best. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey.
Thanks for joining us, and hello, college basketball fans. We've got a great night ahead and a couple outstanding teams going at it. We're going to have the pleasure to watch. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's Texas and the Michigan Wolverines.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
On the court for the Longhorns, they've got Edwards. Also Ellis out there. Turner is out there with Dorton. And it's Ford in at the 4 spot.
I think it's safe to say that the most notable Longhorn of all time is Kevin Durant. Only spent 1 year there, but that's all the time he needed to leave his mark on the program.
Here's Doherty. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
You know, looking around, he knew one of his teammates was going to be open when they hit him with that double team, and he took advantage.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Ellis. The rebound by Turner.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
It's tipped out of bounds as Texas keeps possession.
Texas ball.
Edwards passes to Doherty. Here is Edwards. To the middle. Turner dishes to Doherty. Pass to Ford. And here's Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the 3. And it's Michigan with the rebound.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Screen by Ellis. And here's Edwards. The dish to Doherty. And a wide open look here for Ellis. Again, the miss by Ellis. Out of bounds, Texas will take possession.
That is just a careless turnover.
The Wolverines leading by 3.
And, you know, we've seen a lot of great point guards over the years, and Freak is right at the top for me. The things he can do with the ball are special, and he knows how to control the flow of the game, too. He's not only highly skilled, but he's a maestro in orchestration.
And it's really interesting. Controlling tempo and pace is oftentimes something that most point guards don't really learn until they are pros. But Freak understands how important that is already. It's a big part of why so many think he'll be successful as a point guard on the next level.
So on the floor for Texas. Doherty out there with Hudson. Then it's Ellis. Then it's Turner. And it's Blair in at the point. Jones kicks to Knight. Here's Hope. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. 8 points for Freak.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Hudson kicks to Turner. They double him with Freak. Feeds it to Ellis. Pass to Blair. That's tipped. Now Freak. He's got 8. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Freak's got 10. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Wolverines.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break. No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for Freak. He's got 10 points and 2 rejections. He's hitting field goals, 3-pointers, using all that range he's got in his arsenal.
And Clark, you know, that just wears defenders down because they have to follow him all over the floor.
A platoon swap here for Texas.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Edwards with it. Out defended by Freak. And the foul called on Freak. And the first half comes. Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
Hope in a two-guard. Smith is out there with Ellis. And there's Flash. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. And for Texas, we've got Ellis. He's out there with Edwards. Doherty out there with Turner. And it's Ford in at the 4 spot.
And you look at the long list of former players from the University of Michigan, a lot of big-name NBA players got their start as Wolverines. It's been that way for a long time.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Well, Greg, you mentioned moments ago all the former Wolverines that have made it to the NBA. Michigan has been one of the best talent developing schools for a long time.
And, you know, apart from the Fab Five group, Kevin, the Wolverines can also name Glenn Rice as an alum, outstanding NBAer, and Trey Burke and Nick Stauskas, recent grads from Ann Arbor.
They double him with Freak, and stolen by Freak. Lays it in off the breakaway. Freak's got 16 points.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Here is Blair following the basket by Freak. Blair, the pass to Hudson. Doherty dishes to Turner. No luck. Now the Wolverines take it the other way. Now here's Freak. He's got 16. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner. The Wolverines shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good. Freak. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Both shots good from the stripe. The Texas Longhorns have been building their basketball program over the years. They have been on the verge of greatness for a long time.
I think Texas in general is very decorated in its athletics program. I mean, still looking for their first college basketball championship on the men's side is what they're reaching for.
Now here's Blair. In the corner, Rush with it. Good on the three-point shot. Rush has got 5.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And that one's good. And Michigan leads by 10.
And while the Longhorns don't have any college titles in men's basketball, they have yet to even make it to the final game of the tournament. You get the feeling it's just a matter of time. Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Blair with it. Down low, outside for Thornton. Davis sets a screen. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, you know, the Longhorns have won a lot of conference titles over the years. Their conference isn't known as a basketball power, though. The school loves their athletics, and they are intent on having a strong basketball team.
One is no good. The Wolverines leading by 10. We've got Cunningham. He's out there with Smith, and it's Banks. 1:37 left to play here in the second half. Here's Hope. Rebounded by Ellis.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
Guys, it's been their weakness to this point in the game, but they're still alive.
And Freak throws it down.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Wolverines.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots went in the basket.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Freak. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
And he lays it up and in.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Ellis outside. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Rush. Pulls it from the elbow. And that one comes up a bit short. Michigan with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for the Wolverines. Free! 2 shots.
And he makes the first of the 1-and-1. Both shots good from the stripe. 27 seconds left in the second half. Richmond kicks to Thornton. Poked away and stolen by Freak. Pushing it up. Oh, and the dunk by Stevenson.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
13 feet away. Here is Richmond. And so it's Michigan winning this one. Welcome, everyone. It's the night we've all been waiting for. The college tournament finale is upon us. And for 2 teams, this marks the end of an incredible journey. And the energy is contagious here in the building. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers and the Michigan Wolverines.
Kevin, this is the night where we are going to see some intense basketball. High energy, lay it all out on the line for college hoops. Everything these young players have worked towards their entire life comes down to this exact moment.
And you can bet, Clark, that each and every player here tonight feels the importance of this game like no other in their lives, really. A big key in coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Kaminsky. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the four-man position.
And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless.
And here's Hawkins. They set the pick. Kicks it to Decker. Inside, here's Hill. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
And with any championship game, you know that every player's going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
And both free throws good from Freak.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Here is Hawkins. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Hawkins has got his first points of the night.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop. And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Decker can't hit.
Boy, he shredded the D with the patented crossover, but just couldn't convert.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a four-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal in high school.
Here's Evans following the basket by Freak. Here's Hawkins. The basket good off the assist from Evans.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Now, Freak. Outside for Jefferson. Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. It's Crawford on the wing. Passes it to Freak. All alone. That is good. Freak's got 10 points in the game.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports. So it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. Fisher is out there with Hill. And it's Wade in at the center position. Outside Hill. Conley kicks to Hill. Wade a screen on Crawford. Hill has the open look, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have. Just a fantastic game for Freak. He has 12 points and also a block shot. He looks like a man among boys right now.
On another level at the moment. And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
Hawkins kicks to Decker. 1:39 left here in the first half of basketball. It's tipped and stolen by Freak. All alone, rips down the breakaway slam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really, a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Now, here's Decker. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Now, here's Payton. Wade trying to break free. Up it goes, and the Wolverine lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Payton. The dish now to Freak. 13 feet away. Ellis kicks to Freak. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Freak's got the lead up to 10 now for the Wolverines. The pass to Decker. Doubled by Knight. And so it looks like the Badgers will retain possession here. Both teams will make substitutions. And we finish one half of basketball. Michigan leads by 15. And we'll see you. And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
And you've got to be excited after the show we saw in the first half. Freak and his team came right out and took control of this game.
And guys, give them credit. They came to play. A lot of times nerves can slow a team up in a title game like this, but they look as cool as a cucumber. They still need to have another strong half here to close things out.
On the court for Michigan. Hope, he's in at shooting guard. Smith is out there with Ellis. Then there's Flash, and it's Jones in at the 3 spot.
And guys, one big story that we have in this championship game is that a guy like Freak could boost his draft stock quite a bit. A win here could catapult him up the big boards of a lot of teams.
And you know, while it's just one game, scouts will get
Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of
I
tricks
tell you
there.
what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
And stolen by Freak. And here we go again. The Wolverines on the break. And that one's good. And it's 7 points for Flash.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Decker passes to Hill. He sinks the 11-footer. Hill's got his third basket of the night right there.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Off his foot, and they're saying he kicked the ball. So Michigan ends up going with the new group. They set the pick. The feed now to Cunningham. Stevenson dishes to Cunningham. That ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
Wade kicks to Fisher. Hill against Stevenson, and it's Hill penetrating. Wade passes to Fisher. 5 on the clock. Hawkins with it. Gibson the screen. Up top, Hawkins. Gibson the screen. Conley dishes to Gibson. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Payton. He's out there with Hawkins. And it's Gibson in at the power forward.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Freak!
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Wolverines.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
And the Badgers with some changes. Kaminsky is checked in for Walker. And Decker subbed in for Peyton. And both free throws good from Freak. And here's Hawkins. He feeds it to Decker. Gibson a screen. Decker kicks to Conley. Pass to Hawkins. Back to Conley. It's stolen by Jones.
And with this lead, it looks like they'll hold on for the title. A special moment for everyone on the team. And really, what a year it's been for their star, Freak.
Yeah, very impressive considering everybody pinned their hopes on him to lead the team at the start of the season. And he hasn't disappointed. For all the hype that surrounded him, he lived up to all of it.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Hope. The Badgers pull it in.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
They double him with Freak. Hawkins passes to Gibson. And it's Freak with the rebound. The Wolverines leading by 21.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Wolverines.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance, Clark. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did.
And so it's Michigan winning this one. And what an incredible feeling it is for a team who's had to fight every step of the way. Right now, guys, there is no better feeling for them as they are the last team standing in this terrific tournament.
Kevin, you said, I mean, all the hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears, now you see it paying off at this very moment.
There's been a ton of sacrifice along the way. I mean, from the kids and their parents and support staff. I mean, they've brought this school to the top of the college basketball world right now.
Well, it's been a blast to be with you guys and our great fans all tournament long. On behalf of the entire 2K sports team and this crew in particular, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining.
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
Hi, got you on speakerphone.
Okay, your sister there?
Hey, Mama, I'm right here.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yvette's here too, Mama.
Hi, Mama. How you doing? I'm fine.
Does she have to be here?
Yes. Mr. Pagnotti, the agent I was telling you about, he's in the room too.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to finally meet the Queen Mother of this young, talented man, even if only by telephone.
That's sweet. Hang on, Frequency. Here comes your father.
All right.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's well.
How you doing,
Daddy.
Mr.
Hey,
P?
Bobs.
I'm doing good.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do this. We all know why we're here. This meeting is strictly confidential, 100% off the record. Didn't happen. We weren't even here. Capiche? Capiche means understand in Italian. Capiche?
Capiche.
Freak insisted that I have his entire family here. And I think it's great that he has a good support system around him. I've been doing this a very long time, and I work with some of the best. Now, let me rephrase that. I work with the best, and the best always seem to have a great support system around them. A family, if you will, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So let's cut to the chase. Leaving college early now and entering this year's NBA draft is the right move right now. And when you sign with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent, I will make sure you are well taken care of. I will make sure you are protected. With this freaking and vibing, I love it, freaking and vibing. This freaking and vibing thing you do when you get hot, freak, we're gonna make you more money off the court than you will on.
We already have endorsements and things like that in line, so.
Cece, I said we because we're gonna do this together. We're a team. We're Team Freak. But Freak, you need to be in the league first, right? That's why I'm here.
No, yeah, I hear you, Mr. Pagnotti, but like I told you before, I already promised my parents 4 years of college. That's the plan, man.
That's right.
Plans change, freak. Listen, in life and in basketball, you need to adapt and change to the situation at hand. Now, even if you have the greatest coach and they draw up the greatest play and all the X's and O's make perfect sense on paper, you still need to react to what the defense shows you and then make your move. This is the right move. This is the right move now. And 4 years of college is a great plan for basically anybody. But you're not just anybody. You are the greatest collegiate talent I have ever seen shoot, dribble, pass, and defend a basketball my entire time on this great planet Earth. Now, Miss Martha, Mr. Pete, I have seen so many of the greats jump right from high school to the pros. Freak, you've at least experienced college. You know what that is. You've been there. You've done that. I am offering you now a chance at the experience of a lifetime. Do you know how many people would love to be in those Jordans right now?
Yeah, Freak, I mean, what if you get hurt? You remember how you came down on your ankle in that game earlier this year?
Oh, yeah, but that was nothing.
Right, we know it was nothing, but next time it could be something.
I saw that. Good game. But bam! Just like that, and you could be flipping burgers. Well, maybe not flipping burgers. Maybe you're the manager or assistant manager at some burger joint. Maybe I do a favor and make a call, and you're a delivery boy at Sal's Famous Pizzeria. But the bottom line is, you will be a long, long, long ways away from signing multi-million-dollar contracts with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent.
So it's all about the money, right?
When was it not all about the money?
Money isn't everything.
No, it isn't, sir, and no disrespect was meant. But, freak, money is freedom. The freedom of choice, the freedom to live. Money is the difference between renting and owning, between being the waiter and being waited on. It's the difference between being the chauffeur or being chauffeured. Now, do you want to be a chauffeur? This here is a contract. This makes me your agent. Sign on the dotted line, and I will take you and your family to the promised land.
Like I said, Mr. Pagnotti, it's not all about the money.
Pete, let the man finish.
He made his point. He's finished. Aren't you finished?
I said my piece, but I know I'm right. You guys should talk.
Pete, what if Frequency does get hurt? Shouldn't he take this opportunity now?
What if the boy goes pro, gets hurt, and then doesn't have a college degree? Look how hard we work for him to get to where he is.
But college isn't for everybody. Pete, you didn't go.
That's why we work so hard for him.
Just saying. I mean, if he's ready to do this now as opposed to later, Pete, anything can happen.
You're right. Anything could happen. This is his future. This
You're
is
not
his life.
listening to me, Pete.
Not just a game.
All right, Mom, Pops. It's all right. Look, truth be told, I don't even know what I want to do right now.
I understand that.
Yeah, but I was talking to my boy Vic the other day.
Why?
And he was making a lot of sense. He thinks I should leave early, too.
You know what? I've kept quiet this whole time, and I also think that Freak should join the league. I think it's a great business decision, and I think that Mr. Pagnotti is absolutely right.
Thank you, Yvette.
You're welcome.
Now, Freak, I know for a fact that people have been talking about the company you keep, and you need to be careful. It could compromise what we're trying to do here.
What are you trying to say?
You know, your association with that guy Victor off the court, it could compromise your selection in a draft. As a matter of fact, I know it will. Do you realize the difference in dollars between being drafted first overall and 21st? You're talking tens of millions of dollars. You don't get it, do you? Cece, our first sneaker deal alone, you're talking a difference of a $50 to $100 million difference just by that. Number one, that's what we need. If I were not 1,000% convinced in my mind and in my heart that we could get you drafted first overall, I wouldn't be like this. This is the play. This is the move, Freak. You gotta listen to me.
I absolutely hear you, but who are they to tell me who I can't hang with my brother?
No, Freak, you need to listen to him. I've been telling you the same exact thing.
Mr. Dom, Frequency and Victor grew up together. They're best friends. We took the boy in and practically adopted him.
Martha, I told you that boy ain't nothing but trouble.
He's family.
Okay, but that's my boy, and he agrees with y'all.
It's not about agreeing with Vic. We're trying to prepare you for your future.
You know, but it is his future.
This is none of your business.
Excuse me?
Wait, Freak, you still have a decision to make. Sign with me, yes or no.
Can I just interrupt for 1 second? Everybody just settle down, please. Now, I appreciate you all taking the time in this heated discussion, but the truth of the matter is, there's only one person in the room that can make this decision. Now, son, you know how I feel.
Right.
Education is the most important thing in life, but this is your choice. It's not your mother's or your sister's or mine. It's not your girlfriend. It's not Mr. Pagnotti's. And it definitely ain't Victor's. This is your decision, son. So you tell us what you want to do.
I need 30 seconds, Freak. Okay. I have 4 beautiful children, and I want each of them to go to college and graduate. But if you walked up to any one of those 4 children right now and said, I will give you a contract that's worth $100, $200, $300 million, I would say, bypass college. You can always go back. I want you to graduate. I want you to get your doctorate. I want to call you Dr. Freak, but you need to understand this. Now, you can go all over this beautiful country that we live in and go into any of the major universities. You will find people that are 30, 40, 50, 60, 80 years old, and you will find them graduating. But if you live to be 500 years old, you will never see ever somebody 40, 50, 60 years old being drafted from college into the NBA. We need to strike while the iron is hot. This is your life. We will get you drafted first overall. You will be up there with all the big names. I'm not talking first rounder. I'm talking first overall. Listen to me. This is what
Mr.
I do. I am the
Pagnotti,
best at what I do.
You have had
Nobody
your
is
30
better.
seconds plus.
Miss Martha, I am sorry. You just
Mr.
need to
Pagnotti,
understand.
would you please let my wife speak?
I apologize.
Frequency. Baby, what do you want to do?
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have Cece go through this contract front to back. I'm going to think about it, sleep on it, pray on it, and I will call you in the morning.
All right. Listen, Mr. Pete, Miss Martha, it was a pleasure meeting the two of you over telephone, and I look forward to meeting you both in person. Remember, everybody, this meeting never took place. We weren't even here. Capiche?
Capiche.
Okay.
All right, Mom, Pops, I'm going to call you guys later. I love you.
Love you,
I love you too, son. Bye.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select the 19-year-old point guard from the University of Michigan.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibrations. Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
Wow. Wow. This is bananas.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Mom. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, Dad, I couldn't have done this without you. I'd like to thank my lady Yvette, my dude Vig.
Hey, yo, I got you, man. Hey, all them in the building all day, yo.
Aye.
Yeah, I love you, man. I love you in town.
Man, he's like my brother. Oh, gosh. And also, want to thank my sister, Cece, who is also my manager. Swish, love you.
I love you more.
And my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti himself.
You're the man, baby.
I guess I will take some questions now. Yes, ma'am.
How did you get the nickname Freak?
A lot of people don't know this, but Freak is short for my very first nickname, Frequency Vibrations.
Yeah, true story. I like to introduce our mother so she could tell it.
Go ahead.
You know, Mama.
Tell Mama.
Go get her, Mom.
Thank you, everyone. Frequency and Cece are fraternal twins. And so when I was pregnant, one of them kept kicking and jumping around all the time. So my husband, Pete, put headphones on my belly and played reggae music.
Hence the name Frequency Vibrations.
We shortened it to Freak.
How did you know who was kicking?
A mother knows. A mother always knows.
Are you ready for a photo op?
Yes. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next NBA superstar, Frequency Vibration.
Go ahead, son.
Thank you all for coming. We will be available for one-on-ones in the back. Good job. Well done.
Congratulations, son.
We met working at the post office together. Mark was the clerk and I was a carrier. And I asked her out to lunch one time and take her for a bagel around the corner from where we worked.
A bagel?
A bagel, yeah.
With cream cheese?
Cream cheese.
Split down the middle?
Split down the middle. Love at first sight.
Yeah?
I believe that. It was true. It happened to me.
All right, all right, all right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get